Hello, it's the Earl of Real Estate, Robert Earl, and on this segment of our continuing series, our question and answer series entitled Ask the Earl, we're going to deal with a question that's very near and dear to my heart. What is the best homes for sale website that a prospective buyer can use without having to register? We're going to do a review of some of the sites that are available to you out there. Now, before I go any further, I have to give my disclaimer. I'm a licensed real estate agent in Northern Virginia. I'm not a legal advisor. I don't work for any of these other websites. I work for the Earl of Real Estate team, and I'm just trying to be helpful here. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to dive in and look at some of the details and the particulars of some of the sites that are out there. First one I want to take a look at is RealityTrack. RealityTrack has come into favor lately because of the data feeds that they're getting from the banks, from multiple different sources that they're collecting the information. A lot of information about foreclosure, bank-owned homes for sale. And as you notice in the middle here, there's that orange button that says Start Your Free Trial. There is a level of registration that is required on this website. I think that's what prompts the question, where can I find homes for sale information without registering? If you want to view any details on this particular site, there is a registration that is required. Another popular site out there, the official site of the National Association of Realtors, Realtor.com, has over 4 million listings on it as of the time that I pulled up this particular screenshot. So a lot of information, a lot of resources. There is no registration required for you to view the information that's on the site. But frankly, I found it to be a little out of date. One of our own particular listings that we've had under contract for well over 2 weeks is still showing up on the site as a active property. And you as a buyer want to make sure that you're dealing with the latest and greatest information. Another aspect of Realtor.com, and you're going to see this with some of the websites, is it ties you back to the listing agent. If you fill out information about a particular property, in most cases you're going to be directed to the listing agent themselves. And remember, in a real estate transaction, the listing agent works for the seller, and they represent the seller's best interest, not necessarily the best interest of the prospective buyer. Another website out there, Trulia. Trulia has gotten a lot of traction here lately because, again, they're data aggregation sites, technical word for them collecting information that comes in from all of the different sources that they tap into. Much like Realtor.com, no registration is required, but that same property that I was talking about on Realtor.com is also still showing on Trulia. And again, when you do fill out a form, it ties you back to the listing agent, and the listing agent works for the seller. A company we're affiliated with, Keller Williams. Over the past 4 or 5 years, this site has absolutely exploded with the amount of information that they have on Keller Williams. They do tie you into the listings. There is no registration required. In most cases, they do show whether a property is active, or at least they'll put a tag onto it to say that it's pending or under contract. But it does tie you back to the listing agent, and as we've covered, the listing agent works for the seller and not necessarily your best interest. The last website that I'm going to bring your attention to is our own team website, the earlofrealestate.com. This is a website that we've put together as a service to prospective home buyers. It is fed by the IDX MLS data exchange, so we are showing properties from multiple companies across the Northern Virginia area, all companies that subscribe to the IDX and have an exchange of their properties. We show all homes that are listed for sale. There's no registration required. We do have a sign up section if you want to save listings or if you want to save searches that you have emailed to you. It is up to date because it's pulling from the local multiple listing system here in Northern Virginia, and it's all properties no matter who the listing company is. And then we're in the position to work on your behalf if you make an inquiry about the particular property. We give property details, give you information that you can save the listing, that you can send the listing to a friend. If a virtual tour is available, it's there for you. If the photos are available, if the listing agent has taken multiple photos, then those are available for you. It's all properties in all areas in Northern Virginia, and it's backed by local agents who are here to work for you as your buyer's agent, not tied back to the listing agent, so that you can feel confident that when you make an inquiry, you have somebody that's looking out for your best interest in the transaction. So hopefully that gives you an overview of which sites that you can look at without having to register, and then some of the sites that don't require you to register, how they tie you back to the listing agent, and then the differentiation of the earlofrealestate.com and how we've provided that website to be able to assist you and help you in your home search. So we appreciate it. If you have any questions for us, send them in to the Earl of Real Estate team, and we'll be more than happy to answer those, possibly on a future Ask the Earl segment. Make it a great day.